Meditation number 66. Let's begin by sharing the sutras. What sutra I would like to share and suggest today's meditation will be. Yasya kashendriyasyapi vi-aa-ghaataat ni-rodhatah pra-vishtasya advaye sunye tatra pra-kaashate aatmaa pra-kaashate. Yasya indriya, we are sensual beings, and among those senses, some of the senses are pretty strong. Every sensual being, some of their senses are strong. So as a human, our senses, some of them are strong. Yasya kasya indriyasya api vi-aa-ghaataat ni-rodhatah. When some organs of senses, we have organs of perception, organs of reaction. You perceive and you react. Perceiving, reacting, those two organs work together. Sense of perceptions are, we already know, hearing, smelling, sight, sense, and taste. These are the five. If you use this way, taste, smell, sight, hear, touch. So in that way, you can combine all of them. Sometimes like, which one I am missing? These are the five senses. But those five senses has a sense organs. Tongue, nose, eyes, ears, and skin is the organs. When some organs of sense is obstructed, in a COVID time, people have been telling if you got a COVID, you will lose the sense of smell and taste. Then maybe you have the COVID-19. So when some organs of sense is obstructed in the function by some reason, maybe the external cause or the natural cause, or by imposed device, you can close or you can block your eyes, and then you can't see. Like that. There are three reasons: external cause, natural cause, and deprived reason. Like a self-imposed device. People can ear plugged in and they can't hear anything. There are ways to go for it. Same thing we do like in an operation. People, doctors inject them, and then they don't know anything because the cause of that chemical, external cause. Or when we get old, when you get older and older and older, one of the side we slowly impaired. So whatever reason, if there's any reason, go for it, find it, and then see if that's the one helping you to meditate. When some organs of senses is obstructed by the function by some external cause, or the internal cause, or the natural cause, or the self-imposed device obstructing, then the aspirant, the meditator, becomes introvert. What happens? There is nothing to listen outside, and you listen inside. When there is nothing to see outside, you see inside. But our senses are extrovert. They like to go outside and enjoy the outside. Indriya. By mind, absorbed in the absence. Let's say there's no sound, and you have an ear, and the ear's hearing power is functioning. There's no sound. Need to hear something, because the ear does not rest without hearing. If it doesn't hear anything, at that time ear will tell that, oh, I'm not hearing anything. Either I am not functioning or there is something going on. So it's freaked out. Void that transcends the duality. When there is no outside sound coming, no outside things, you're looking around, or you're busy looking around, at that time you either rest your senses in a void, in an empty, or it turned back in the inner world, and that is where it sees what is there. It hears what is there. So you can hear your own heartbeat when there is no loud music going on, when there's no lots of activity going on, and you are still and your eyes are closed and you're not engaging, or you're not terrified by outside what is happening at that time. So in a particular organs we have, those are sense of organs are hearing, smelling, touch, taste, sight. Those are the five. And sense of reactions are grasping, pushing, pulling, lifting, moving, hands. Hands, speaking, singing, yelling, talking, which is mouth, hands, mouth, and leg moving around, going, walking, and excretory organs, and reproduction organs. So these five organs are known as a sense of reaction. If you want to react, you use mouth, hands, leg, and you act through the cleansing the body, purifying excretory organs and reproductive organs. These are the actions. Through those actions, physically, through those actions, we create our karma, most karma. So these are the sense of karma. Karma indriya. So when the particular organs, our senses organs, are unable to establish, in that case, your mind cannot go outside. So what is mind? Why these senses are there in the body? For what? They are like the mind is like a celebrity, like a never satiated celebrity who need a crowd in front of him or her, who need lots of music and dance and party and all the time. That's how the mind loves to enjoy natural mind. But if you discipline that mind and not all the time crowd and alcohol and what's called those mushrooms and many things indulge into unconsciousness, that is what the nature of the mind is. And we are, through the yoga journey, through the meditation, we try to bring that into the discipline. Anushasana. Yasya kashendriyasyapi vi-aa-ghaataat ni-rodhatah. Pra-vishtasya advaye tatra aatmaa pra-kaashate. As long as there is a duality, me and you and this and that and a subject and object, as long as there's always movement, activity, quarrel and conversation. Many things is going on and on, as long as there's a truth. The duality disappear and you alone establish, at that time, your aatmaa, your true self, will pra-kaashate, enlightened. It lighten up. It shine forth. When all the clouds disappear, sun is already there. It shines. All the clouds disappear, moon is already there. Shines. All those stars will shine naturally. So now the removing or reducing the clouds by being still and meditating. So I wanted to share with you today is what is mind? Indriya, impaired indriya, obstruct indriya, those are we are trying to find here. This indriya means Indra means in a Indian mythology, Hindu mythology, it is the Lord of the God of the God. So it is the Indra, the God of the senses. So your senses are your God. Okay, for example, your hearing is through the sky, hearing. If there's no space around you and everything is blocked by room and you are inside the box or your room-proof room, soundproof room, so there's no space and you are soundproof. So sound is even echo comes when there's more space. In a big hall, you go and talk and you can hear your own echo. So space holds the sound, and that's why space is the God for the sound. Space provide sounds to echo or sound to exist. Whoever gives, that giver is known as a deity. That deity is a space. Next one is a eyes. You can see things when there's a light or fire, and the fire is the God, fire God of your sight. And God means G-O-D. Fire generate the sight. Fire operate. Fire is there. That's why you can see. And same fire destroy your vision. If you look at the sun directly, your eyes are at the midday for a long time, eyes cannot handle. So destruction, operation, and generation, all of them are done for the sight is by fire related things. So that's why it is called deity of the eyes is the fire, and smell is the earth. Earth is the deity of the smell. And same way, taste, the water, the varuna is the in that way your what all those earth, water, fire, air, ether, they are related with the five senses of perception. These five senses are serving and working hard fearlessly or fearfully. They're working for your mind. And that mind is the Lord of the senses. So that indriya are powered by those five elements I just talked, and then they are governed and governed by the mind, and that mind is a party guy who loves to brings all those things. So in yoga, senses like a seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching are indriya. Those indriyas, some of them are impaired. At that time, yogi naturally find inner world more and find that inner true self. In the literature, in the literature of yoga, Indra, the lord of the senses, which is mind, you can say in particularly, or the Indra in the lord of the senses, is a party animal with an insatiable appetite for soma, which is alcohol and the psychedelic medicine, psychedelic drink, soma. So something which is, that's our habit also, our character also. Our habit, our character are alcoholic. And not only alcoholic with the psychedelic. So it's like hallucinating and all those things. That mind is weaved tantra. This body is tan. Sarir, the body is tan. Inside the tan, there is man. Man means mind. Tan, man, mind, body. Tantra, this body is like a weaved with our nervous system. Every part of your body is weaved with the nerves, and every nerves, the senses are taking the informations and then reporting to the mind. So that party mind, which is very deluded, and then not in a common, not in a sense, not in a real sense. It is doing its own thing. It's crazy. So that is our life. Now we know what is happening within us. Now through this meditation, we will bring that. We will find that inner true self, which is beyond the mind. Let's say the body is itself, body is amazing. It is itself is amazing body, hard to understand. People only particularly specialized only heart disease, heart specialist, and brain specialist, bone specialist, they can specialize only one part, not entire head to toe specialist. It's hard to study like that. So body itself is complicated. More than higher than the body is the senses. Higher than the senses is mind. Higher than the mind is intellect. And among the most highest is your true self within you. So let's take this journey towards the within. Let's take a moment. Close eyes. Relax your backbone. Sit back. Align your body. Relax your jaws, eyeballs. Bring your attention into your breathing. Welcome the breath, natural breath. The senses we have are the gift of the divine. Cherish your senses as the gift of the divine. These all five senses permeating our bodies are to be celebrated as divine. Hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, seeing. These are all the senses. Extend, stretch, and weave it together. And we use the senses to weave together flesh and spirit. This moment and eternity. Cherish the senses as the gift of divine. Breathe with each sense for a few seconds. You could think of the name of each sense and inwardly cherish it. Welcome its music, then welcome its continual flow of information about the outer and inner world. Welcome the flow of information. Add the senses of movement and balance, essential to everyone, especially to the yogi. Now I am awake to touch. Now I'm awake to vision. Now I'm awake to hearing. Now I'm awake to smell. Now I'm awake to taste. Now I'm awake to balance. Notice the delicious enchantment of your ability to notice your world, both inside and outside. This is a simple practice of being grateful for every sense, and it will enrich the daily experience no end. When one senses is affected, they all are affected. When one sense is happy, all the senses are delight. These senses we have are the gateway to infinity. When you relax those senses, directing them into inward, and they invite the awareness of the soul. Just sit back, just relax, and wait. The mind can no longer take no longer take the world of for granted. Attention spirals inward. And a sense of a glistening emptiness, the true reality behind appearance, the true self appear. Let's merge this moment with infinity, with the sound of Om Akshara 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.